All right, we're here. It's the Feed the Kitty Pandemic Power Hour. Can you believe this, you guys?
Jack, this is episode number 122 of Feed the Kitty Power Hour. Our first time doing it, each remotely in our own homes.
It's amazing. It's an amazing time to be alive, isn't it?
It's great. It's fantastic.
I'm up in Woodland Hills, Jackson, Costa Mesa. Mikey Jerome is in Hermosa Beach.
I'm drinking a twisted tea.
Because of course he's the bartender's bartender.
As you can tell in my man cave, you can check it out. I got my guitars, you know.
Yeah. He's got his guitars.
Nice. He put up a video on Instagram today. That was well done. It was a cover song, and
Mikey, you are on a roll, man, with your songs and with your bartending videos. I have been thoroughly entertained by you, you handsome devil.
You know what? I woke up today. I heard this song by this guy named JP Sax, and I was like, I want to learn how to play it. So I went in my man cave for an hour, and I played the song probably 100 times. My girl wanted to kill me because I kept, because it was like one of those songs where you have to kind of get the words out fast.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? It came out pretty good. And in the quarantine, you got to give yourself purpose, motivation, to do stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn this song. What else I got to do? Huh?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, hey, speaking of songs, Feed the Kitty just released a new single. Have you heard it yet, Mikey?
I think it's fantastic.
All right. It's fantastic.
It's called Lost and Found, and it's streaming everywhere. You can go to YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes. What else?
Oh, you can get it for free somewhere. Who knows? But we're real happy with it. We're real proud of it. John Lusto, producer. Who else worked on the track, Jed?
Lou did such a great job. Oliver Roman was the engineer on it. He is amazing to work with. I love both those guys. And then we had Dwayne Betts play some lead guitar on there. And we had Rami Jaffe play some organ. And he plays with the Foo Fighters now. He used to play with the Wallflowers. And wow, I can't believe how great it turned out. I'm so happy with it. It gives me peace and love to know that is out there.
Peace and love. Well,
I didn't even mean it that way. But
well,
no, I'm real happy right now.
I am happy too. I wish it was under better circumstances, but at least we have the internet, and at least we can play the song for people. And if they want to purchase it, they can. They can use their phone to purchase the song for only 99 cents or whatever it is. I mean, it's a drop in the bucket. It will help us out immensely. And do you want to play the song for the people?
I think that would be awesome. And one more note about it, Jack, is that Patrick Miller from Fail Art did the album cover, and it turned out so good. Thank you, Patrick. I hope to interview those guys actually on one of these podcasts here. We're going to be doing hopefully a couple a week of Feed the Kitty Power Hour just like this.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well,
Mikey,
I mean, the people that worked on this song is incredible. Like, these are legitimate powerhouse type folks, and we're just so
really
lucky.
Is.
We're so lucky to have been working with them. So
I know we wrote that song in April of last year. We went to our 20-year Feed the Kitty reunion in Tucson, Arizona, and that just sparked an emotion for me. A lot of memories came back from going to school down there, and it's this song is really about kind of coming down from a 20-year party, which I know all about.
Yes, you do, sir.
And I don't know. The place where I'm at right now feels really good, and it's a moody song. It's uplifting, it's positive, but it's moody, and
like you.
Yeah, a lot like me.
Uplifting, positive, and moody.
Hey, there you go.
That's a perfect description. Well, let's take a listen to the song. You guys can dance if you want to. I might get involved with Barbara Bush back here. We'll see what happens.
But I love the mask on Barbara Bush.
She looks like a hostage almost, but you can never be too careful these days,
No, Jack's nervous. He's nervous that a poster is going to give him the fucking corona.
I'm starting to talk to these two. That's how bad it's getting. Well, let's just play the song, and you guys listen along and dance along. I want to see your butt.
Yeah.
Here it is.
gone. Been way too long. And back then, we could do no wrong. We traveled all this way. We got so much to say. But time, it won't let us stay. It's alright. We went through hell and back again, and living life was our only sin. Well, come back down. We flew to the clouds and crashed to the ground. You'll find us there at the lost and found. We'll pass the time, make it a tonic and light. In those days the sunshine shines so fine. Not a care in the world, daddy's little girl. But not every oyster's gonna give you a pearl. And it's alright. We went through hell and back again, and living life was our only sin. Well, come back down. We flew to the clouds and crashed to the ground. You'll find us there at the lost and found. Come this far to this silly little bar. There's nowhere I'd rather be than on this boulevard. And it's alright. We went through hell and back again. Living life was our only sin. Well, come back down. We flew to the clouds and crashed to the ground. You'll find us there at the lost and found. Well, it's alright. We went through hell and back again. Living life was our only sin. Well, come back down. We flew to the clouds and crashed to the ground. You'll find us there at the lost and found. You'll find us there at the lost and found. You'll find us there at the lost and found.
All right. Hey, that was the new single, you guys. And
Dude, honestly, I didn't even know where I was for those moments. I was so into it. You know what I'm saying?
you're a liar.
No, I really mean it. I mean, you guys are amazing.
Thank you, Mikey. Well, Mikey, you too are quite the talent, A-list actor, and you're. I'm gonna show a quick clip here of one of your drinking videos. What is this? A bartending video?
Yeah.
It's quarantine. What's it called?
Yeah. So basically, when I'm, I have been out of work since March, since St. Patrick's Day, and I'm staying in the house. My girlfriend is a nurse, so I've been quarantined, trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And so I started. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make these videos. And back in the day, there was this guy named Ty Pennington or something like that, and he did extreme home makeover videos, and he had like all this like amped up energy. So I was like, I'm gonna like amp up Mikey to like the 15 to 20%, and I'm gonna make these drink videos where I kind of like dance a little, and then I just try to make people laugh for 4 minutes. No, it's usually like 4 or 5 minutes, no more than that. And I make a drink. I say hi to America, and then what I do is I just pour myself out on social media and send it to every person I can. And luckily, like, there's only been like 2 people that are like, "Dude, stop sending me stuff." And I'm like, "All right, cool, I will." And then I delete them off Facebook. They're not my friends anymore.
Ah, gotcha. Blocked. Unfriended.
So you guys been checking my videos? You like them? They're fun?
I
Definitely.
love them. In fact, here's a little clip right now, and you can go to Mikey Jerome's page and check it out. Here he is. Look at this guy. He's a crazy dude.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little.
How many times is she gonna say turn around, dude? She doesn't know if she's turning this way, that way. Bonnie Taylor, great song, but you know what? We're going back to my favorite. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play Billie Holiday.
Shuffling songs by Billie Holiday on Amazon Music.
Hopefully that went on your Amazon. Autumn in New York. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Mikey J Show. I love you. I got a drink for you today, and I got a couple of things I gotta ask you because it's just blowing my mind.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
know, I've shaved since then, so I'm
Yeah, you
more
have.
clean shaven right now.
I have not, if you can see. I have the pandemic
Quarantine
beard going. Dude, I want a visual representation of how long we have gone without playing a gig. And I think the best way to do that is facial hair.
I know, and the thing is, you guys have not had moments off in years. You've been working like 300 gigs a year for years, so you have to semi-enjoy this a little bit. Do you not?
You know, I went into panic mode. The first 5 days, I went into kind of a depression, and I thought, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? What's going to happen? It was very uncertain at the time. It still is in a way, but you know, like you hunker down for an hour, you learn a song that you've always wanted to play. You just try to find the things that will get you through this. This video and Feed the Kitty Power Hour is one of those things. I'll be editing other previous Feed the Kitty Power Hours with some pictures and some kind of interactive stuff. It's going to be really cool. Keep me busy and, you know, promote what we're doing. I think Jed's enjoying the downtime. Look where he lives. Jeez.
Jack, I feel fortunate to be where I am right now. It is one of the nicest places I've ever lived, and I really feel sad for anybody that's in a small apartment or just not enjoying where they are. You know, Jack, we've been going nonstop for a while, and I've dreamed of a little break of a couple months where I didn't have to go play with other people and just really give myself some time. And I didn't think it was going to be this way. You know, I was hoping we'd make a little money and then maybe take a little break. And I don't know if that was ever going to happen.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny because we used to joke about how Feed the Kitty was recession proof and we're, you know, terrorism proof. And like, it doesn't matter what happens, Feed the Kitty will always have a gig. Well, we didn't expect a pandemic to come along, and boy, we got nailed. I mean, we went from 24 plus gigs a month to 0. And
I know.
In a snap of a finger. And so, yeah, we're just trying to figure it all out in the meantime. And we miss everybody out there, all of our fans.
Anybody that has sent us money or anything, thank you so much. That we really, really appreciate that. We really haven't put ourselves out there too much on social media. And I think we're going to play some sort of live show somewhere, whether it's in public or on the internet. So
we're going to figure it out.
We are. And I think once this is really all over, we're going to be busier than we've ever been. So I'm trying to enjoy this. I've written 6 new songs for you to learn, Jack. And it's great. This has been a really great time period for me. I mean, you've seen me burnt out more than a couple times.
Absolutely.
Over the years, Jack.
Absolutely. And I was a little worried that maybe you would go into pout mode or something and be like, poor me, you know. But Jed, you're a strong man. And
right on. I am staying positive, and I've had my moments just like you did. And I think everything's going to be all right. I really do. I mean, to me, it kind of feels like it's winding down a little bit. Not the whole virus, but the stay-at-home thing. I think, you know, by May 15th, things are going to start opening up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be a little bit different out there, but I think we can navigate and still play live music. We're gonna have to go make those people happy again, Jack.
Okay. It's impossible, but we'll try.
Yeah.
Mikey, what are you doing?
It's crazy because like golf courses are opening up. There's beaches that are open. You know, some people think that it should be closed, other places, whatever. But I think that we're gonna get back to it. It's gonna be different. There's gonna be like, you know, things. But I think eventually, you know, you know, live music has to go on. You know, and I would love to see a Feed the Kitty show where you guys could be in two different houses playing, and then you could put that up on the Facebook, you know, with your Venmo accounts and all that. And then you guys should a lot of local musicians have been doing that. I have not, like when I do my stupid videos, I don't ask for anything, but you guys, you know, you provide music, you provide a service. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles or whatever. But I also haven't been able to work. When I go back, I'm nervous that, you know, not as many people are going to be able to go to the restaurant.
Right.
I'm nervous that some of the guys and girls that I work with, they're going to be like, you know what, we only need 4-5 bartenders now, or, you know, because it's not as busy. So, I mean, it's going to be crazy, but I feel like in life, you got to adapt. In music, you have to adapt. You know, like, did you ever think that, you know, you would take your music or make a podcast, and then you're trying to get, you know, somebody to see your song, and then next thing you know, you're on the radio. You're like, oh, I'm on the radio. Feed the Kitty. Dude, I was driving my car, and I had your CD in my car, and I just was driving because I had nothing to do, you know. So I just went for a drive down Palos Verdes, and I listened to your whole CD. I think it was from like maybe 5 years ago.
I think it was the Westbound and Down at 2017.
Westbound and Down. Dude, that is the greatest. And the first song on that track rocks, man.
Thanks, man.
Like, yeah, it was, I mean, if you guys at home get that CD, man, put that in. That is amazing. And it's got some sensitive songs in there. I'm a sensitive song kind of guy, too.
Oh, yeah. Jack and I were going.
I felt like either Jed or Jack was going through a tough time during that.
I think we both were.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We both wrote about 45% of that album. So we spilled it all out on that one. And it is nice to re-listen to that album. And
we could laugh about it now.
yes.
No, I know, but when I'm listening to your guys' lyrics, you know, I connect to a part of my life that I think about. And then, you know, like, I know you guys are going through what you went through, and it was like, wow, man. And then, so, because it went from rocking to, like, you know, some sensitive stuff, and I was like, I love that. And so I called Jed, and I was like, dude, I freaking just listened to the whole fucking CD. It was awesome.
4 years later. Hey.
And you know what? I never had time to do that kind of thing, because I'm working 2 bar jobs. I'm going from one job to the other job on the scooter. I literally come home, I have one drink, and then I go to bed. And then I get ready for the next day, you know? And it's like, I don't have time to really, you know,
I know.
do things like that. So I'm appreciating it, and I appreciate you guys, man.
Thanks, Mikey.
Thanks for all of that. I was digging up songs that I was working on in 2015. Finally, I've been meaning to do it for 5 years. And there wasn't that much there, but it was still, I got to it, and I still have a few years to go.
Jed, you keep going, dude. I love you.
Keep going, bro.
And Mikey, I love you. Mikey, do you have a Hollywood report we could tie this all up with?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, here's New York Mikey Jerome with the Hollywood Report.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. It's nice.
Mikey Jerome, Hollywood Report. Are you guys ready for this?
Give it to us.
Crazy insanity. I just want to say, I'm no political affiliation. I'm just going to read this, okay?
Okay.
President Trump, okay, had a few ideas about how to treat the COVID-19 patients based on some promising lab findings, but the scientists around him weren't so sure. Okay, President, after Bill Bryan, the science director for the Department of Homeland Security, revealed lab testing show UV rays from sunlight dramatically cuts the half-life of the virus, he added that bleach and alcohol also kill the virus, which set off a light bulb in Donald Trump's head. And he's suggesting that, hey, maybe we could take that in and shoot that into a human body and kill the virus.
Yeah.
Of course,
And the
Bill
body
kinda
too.
looked at him, and Bill kind of looked at him and was like, no, we can't do that because that would kill people. But and then later on the next day, Donald Trump said, I was just joking around. I was messing around. You know, CNN was there, and I was messing around. But when you watch the video back, he was not messing around.
Oh,
What do you
no.
guys think of that?
Well, I mean, if he was messing around, what is he trying his stand-up routine on a public forum? Like,
During
what
a
the hell?
pandemic?
He's during a pandemic. He's being sarcastic. Thanks, dude. Thanks for that
Yeah.
leadership. And then his sycophants say, "Well, there are UV treatments and there are disinfectants in things like vaccines and stuff like that. So it is scientific." So is he being scientific or is he being sarcastic? You can't have it both ways.
I know. I'm still waiting for the first person to die from a bleach injection.
Well, they're already calling in the poison centers, or the phones are ringing off the hook. So way to go. Anyway, next story, Mikey Jerome.
All right. Okay. The #1 draft pick in the NFL. Okay. They did it all virtual online. And they were saying that it went so well, they don't know, like, if they want to go back to the old format for the next years. That's how well it went. But I think it also went well because everyone's at home and there's nothing to watch. So they had the draft, and
It's the most exciting draft ever.
yeah, a guy named Joe Burrows. Okay, he won the national championship as a quarterback for LSU. Had a dream season, didn't lose a game, and threw for like 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. It was like one of the biggest things ever. So they were saying that there could only be one Tiger King, and it sure as hell isn't Joe Exotica. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Netflix show about
I've
Tiger
managed
King.
to avoid it so far, yeah.
Yeah, the LSU coach said that Joe Burrows is the real title of that, right?
All
Joe
right.
Exotica. So Joe's one of the greatest LSU. You know, he had 2 years with the program from Ohio. He's going to be a starter. He got drafted to the Bengals, and wish him luck.
Right
Mikey,
on.
why didn't he stay home and play at Ohio State, your favorite school?
Okay, so he actually he got drafted. He signed with Ohio State, was there for 2 years, didn't play, and because Ohio State runs
Was so stacked.
Well, yeah, like he never got a chance. So I
Right.
think he would have done really well, but he was in an offense where Ohio State tends to take their quarterbacks sometimes and run them a little bit, and Burrows is like a pocket quarterback.
All right.
So
Fair
it worked
enough.
better for him, and I'm happy for the guy. Like, I'm an Ohio State fan, but I would have loved to see Ohio State in that final game instead of Clemson. I actually went to that game where Ohio State lost by, like, on the last play they threw an interception.
Oh
in the end
yeah,
zone
right.
in Arizona. Okay.
Glendale.
I almost cried, but
How
yeah,
much
so that
money
was
did
pretty
you
cool.
have on that one?
You know what? I probably lost like $200. Like $200, yeah. And the one thing about this little crazy quarantine is I can't gamble on anything,
Right.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
not spending any money other than maybe insurance payment for my cars.
And Bitcoin.
No,
I'm
no
kidding.
I got Bitcoin in there just sitting, but it's not really moving that well. And I got my mortgage payment for my house. That's it. So luckily I haven't been spending much money. Missy's been really great. She's been like making me food and meals. So I haven't really gone out. So
Yeah.
it's been kind of cool. So I got another story for you guys. Okay?
All
I want
right.
to know how you feel about it. How it feels in your intestines when I tell you this story. Okay, Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's a rapper. Okay, he's getting super close to releasing new music, right? So because of the coronavirus, he asked the judge, "Hey, it's really dangerous in here. Corona's going everywhere, man. It's spreading. Okay, can I get house arrest?" So they give it to him. So now he's on house arrest. He's in his friggin' mansion house. He's asking for 2 hours a day so he can start to record music in his backyard. Do you guys think that he should be able to do that? He's arrested. I think for a gun charge, personally.
A lot of people are getting out of jail right now. Obviously, celebrities get treated a little bit differently. What does the backyard have to do with anything? Like, can't you just stay inside your house and record and no one's really going to know about it? Like, you don't have to get clearance for that. What's the backyard thing, Mikey?
Yeah, Mikey.
So basically, as I told you, Judge Engelmayer, okay?
Yes.
That's a tough
Okay.
one to spell. He was released following his plea to get out of being infected with the coronavirus. He's serving his time in home incarceration. His lawyer says his probation officer is aware of the request and has no objection. So 69 just needs the judge's stamp of approval to do that. I don't know why. I guess, you know,
Okay,
maybe
well-
you're not.
He's
So
got to
right now
record
she's waiting for the
outside,
judge.
Jed. He's just got to do it outside.
Well, I mean, at this point, be happy you're at home and not in the prison cell. I mean,
You
come
think?
on. So,
Yeah,
write
my
write
thing is-
some
my thing is
songs
this,
inside, record them later.
Why should he be able to do that? He's supposed to be in jail.
I
Now
mean,
he's
wasn't there a country somewhere that let out like 80,000 and they were like, yeah, come back when it's over? I mean, there's some
Yeah.
weird stuff going on out
Yeah.
there. That's not that weird that they let him out. I don't
No.
know.
Because you know why? Because life is not fair. That's why.
And that dude's not worth talking about. Do you have anything else to tell us?
okay. All right. Please, Judge, let me shoot the videos in the backyard. Okay. All right, here we go. So this other story. Okay, Columbia University is not hurting for money with billions at its disposal, but it's refusing to refund tuition while the pandemic shut down campuses. So claims one pissed off student.
No, boy.
Pissed, dude. Okay? The student filed a class action lawsuit against the Ivy League school saying that even though Columbia did the right thing by closing campus and moving classes online, the school refused to give back tuition and fees already paid by the students. He's saying that I'm not getting the full experience that I paid for, you know? Going to class, getting wasted at night, fornicating some girls. You know, I'm just getting the online experience. I should get a discounted rate. And they are not giving the money back, and he's going in for the lawsuit. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, it's either you go into it going, okay, I'm going to finish my classes online and get those credits, or you should say, hey, I want to start this semester over when it's back to normal, and you know,
Give me my money
if
back.
I was in college, and I'd be mad. I'm not mad, but I'd be way bummed I wasn't there partying with all my friends.
Of course.
Especially,
Yes,
you know, we'd get through it, but I would have been way bummed. And doing it online, actually, back in the '90s, that wouldn't even have been an option. So,
Right.
Let's say you paid $40,000 for Columbia University, and they're saying, all right, do the online course, and then cha-ching, you got a bill for $40,000.
yeah, you might as well just get those credits. I mean, at this point, it's like a pass-fail thing if you want it to be. I say get the credits, and you're that much farther along. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, he's suing. I got one more story for you guys.
All right.
Okay, and then I have a couple questions I want to ask you way at the end, but
Okay.
All right.
we'll go to that later. Okay. So Joe Biden does not want the support of Louis C.K., at least not financially. Okay. In his campaign, has returned the disgraced comedian's donation. Okay. Louis C.K. donated $2,800. I don't know why $2,800. It's a weird number.
Because
But
he's a
that's
weird
what
guy.
He donated, and according to the Federal Election Commission records, which I, research because I'm such a research guy.
You're a liar.
Yeah. So basically, there's no formal reason being given. They just refunded his money. I guess they don't want Louis C.K.'s. He's has allegations of saying inappropriate things to girls, but I think Joe Biden actually had a couple of things about him as well. How do you guys feel about that?
Please. This is like a classic press junket sort of story where
Really.
I'm refusing the money from this pervert over here to hide my own perversion.
I know, right? Jesus.
Right. It just smacks of
Sorry.
blah. It's just the whole thing stinks to high heaven.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I my Hollywood reports are, they're always have a lot of energy and stuff. So the next time that we do this, I'll have some more stories. There's not as much going on, so I had to kind of dig on
It's
this
all good.
one. But
You've done well.
that was
There he
my
is.
Hollywood report. And if
New
you
York
guys-
Mikey Jerome with the Hollywood
yeah,
Report.
if you guys didn't like it, forget about it.
I missed that.
For Gazy.
All right, Mikey. Well, let's end the show. You ask us a couple
hold on.
questions.
I want to ask you guys a couple questions.
Yeah.
You can edit it in how you like. So, guys, I have a couple questions for you.
All right.
My first question is to Jack. Okay.
Uh-oh.
If you had to change your name, okay, you got to change your name 100%, and this is musically for, what would you change it to?
Johnny Jr.
Johnny Jr. Okay, that was a quick one.
There you go.
Jed, if you have a little extra time to think about it, what's your name gonna be?
You know what? I really liked the name Josh Mottley. When I was younger, I was so mad. My name was Jed, and I wish I had my brother's name.
Josh.
And because I don't want to get rid of my last name.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I couldn't look at you and call you Josh though.
That would be weird, huh?
Yeah, weird.
Okay, Jed. Now back to you. What are some annoying habits of couples that annoy you the most? Things that couples do. The number one thing that pisses you off. I'll tell you my answer. What's your answer?
I guess if they start to like argue or have a difference of opinion, and it's just come on.
Uncomfortable.
Yes. and what about you, Mikey?
My biggest thing is when two couples are at a table where you guys are all eating and you're all hanging out, and they do the whisper thing. Like they kind of whisper to each other, and it's like, yo, I'm right fucking here, dude. Like, if you guys want to fucking whisper, go to the fucking other room over there. That pisses me off. Yeah.
That could be annoying.
Jack, what's your answer?
I refuse to answer under the grounds it may incriminate me.
Okay, I got two more questions, and then we're done here. All right, ready? Okay, I'm gonna ask this question because I think I know the answer, and I'll go with Jack first. When scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or friends?
I say friends.
Okay, Jack.
Dumb answer. There you go.
Mikey, repeat that question. Sorry.
When scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or friends? Which one do you prefer the most?
Friends.
Okay, I would have
We're all
thought
friends.
you would have said celebrities.
Well, like Facebook friends, Instagram celebrities. Can I say that?
Well, I'm just saying,
you
like,
can.
let's say that you're friends with all these celebrities, okay? And you are friends with some celebrities. Do you prefer looking at their posts or just some average friend that,
It doesn't matter. Either way. It can be,
Yeah, if the celebrities are your friends, then you're looking at your friends anyway.
I got distracted by this. There's this beautiful blue bird that keeps flying around, and he landed right there. We were like eye to eye. I had a moment there. That's why
Wow,
I got
nature boy. All right.
Dude, you're so nature, dude. You're so nature. Okay, this is the last question, and then we'll both go on our ways in the quarantine.
Yes.
It's kind of a thought-provoking question.
I got to get back to the quarantine.
Yeah.
Will you hurry this up?
We all do. Come
Yeah.
on.
Dude, I tell you, man, Barbara Bush in the back with that friggin' mask is just epic. Okay, all right, here we go. So I'm going to ask it to Jed first because I think Jack's not going to be able to think about his answer real quick, and I think Jed's not going to be able to think of it either, but I want to hear Jack's answer. So this is to you, Jed. What if you had the chance? Would you change anything in history, risking that if you did, your parents would never meet each other and you would never be born? You could change anything in history, anything in the scope of history, but your parents then would never meet and you would never be born. You sacrifice your life.
I see. Oh man, I mean,
I know you love life.
Well, this is one of those I would have never known, right, Jack?
Right.
What killed the most people? What, World War II or something? I don't know.
Coronavirus.
No, the Spanish flu killed way more people in 1917, 1918.
Mikey, if I could sacrifice my life right now for everybody that's going to die, I would do it.
Really? That's called religion. You're Jesus.
Dude, you're the Messiah, dude.
The Messiah.
I mean, I don't know.
Awesome, man.
You kind of look the part. So
Good. That's impressive. I love life. I mean, I would give my life for my girl, but I don't know if I'd give it for the rest of the world.
Okay.
well, that's so
How about you,
selfish
Jack?
of you.
It's a song right there.
I just said I'd die for my girl, bro. That's not
Oh.
selfish.
But not the world.
Dude, there's a lot of people that don't deserve the sacrifice.
That's true. All right, you got me there. Well, I think that the astronomical odds that I'm here in the first place, seeing how there's millions of sperm, in one shot, if you know what I'm saying. I'm
You're
already
110 billion.
I'm already beating the odds. And if my death would save the world, then oh yeah, I guess I would. If I could save the world, I would.
You're
die.
dead tomorrow, though. You're dead tomorrow.
Well, I got
And
stuff to do tomorrow. Can we do Friday? All right, and with that, I think
that was all my questions for you guys.
all right,
That
I
was
think
fun.
with that we'll end this wacky, weird episode of the Feed the Kitty Power Hour. Guys, I love you. Thank you for doing this, and
Love you guys.
we'll kind of do some more, and we'll see
Yeah,
everybody
Dude, I
online.
think this episode was better than the last, personally.
I do too.
Yeah,
I think
Okay.
I think
we did a
got
test run, and now we got it going.